Hello everyone, the Worktop Fiddle is now complete and I'll now let you take a look. And it's had 3 coats of shellac. I had intended to give it 1 coat of shellac and then put some varnish over the top. Or it looks nice, it is, and you can see how it brings the grain out, and now you can see clearly the joints that way and then the finger joints. And then if I slowly bring it round like that, you can see the neck. And as I mentioned in the previous video, I didn't carve the eyes out completely. The bit in there, I just got it roughly to shape. As I said, I was eager to hear what it sounded like. But anyway, we'll go slowly round so you can see that. And there we are. If I take it round that way so you can see that there, top. And originally I had planned to stain, you can see I like the top as it is just with the 3 coats of shellac, but before I started doing this, my original plan was I would try and stain the top in so it's a similar shade to this, but I think it looks nice as it is. And as you can see, it's a left-handed violin because I am left-handed, and I'll just give you a little hear more of that later. So the next few clips now, I'll just show me the setting up process. I don't go into any great detail because once again I figure there's enough videos out there, people showing you how to do this. But what I did do, I bought some pre-cut bridges, and all I did with that was I took a little knife and I shaped the feet to the top, and then as a final fit I got some sandpaper, held it across the top of the violin, and then ran that, imagine that's the top of the violin, I ran it back and forth to sand it, and I got the feet what I consider to be a good fit, and then I profiled that to match the shape of the fingerboard to get the strings at the right height, or near enough the right height, and then I fitted it as it was. Then you can see how thick, you can see how thick it is, but I put that on and then put the strings on, and then went through a few scales as such, and then took it off, thinned it, put it back on and just tweaked it. And it was fascinating how the sound changes by how you adjust the bridge. And then I got that done, then I tweaked the sound post a bit, and I arrived at what I considered, you know, a reasonable sound. So those will be the next clips you'll see. And I didn't mention once again earlier on that I would make I'll try and play you a tune, but it probably end up being a noise. So I'll give you a government health warning now, because the next few clips I go through some scales and I try to play a tune, but sometimes I hit a sharp note or a flat note and it goes a bit awry. But once again, as well as making a violin, I'm learning to play a violin. So anyway, so I'm sure the violin probably in skilled hands would probably sound better than what I've made it, but anyway, that's how it is. So you've been warned. You know, I'm accepting no responsibility for damage to your hearing when you listen to the following videos. So right, here it is, the Worktop Fiddle with strings on. It's roughly set up, just to get an idea of what it sounds like. It's tuned up. I'll have a go at doing a scale. We can do it that, making a, well, turn this way. Well, apologies if you found that offensive to your ears, but anyway, that's it. It's a bit nasally, but as I say, I think if I thin this bridge down because it's quite thick, and I suppose the sound post could be moved and various, yeah, so that's that. So I shall and the bridge is a bit, yeah, it needs tweaking. That's the first time out of the box, if you like. So there we have it, and yeah, I shall mess with that now and get it tweaked, and I'll come back again and do a little bit more. Right, I've now thinned the bridge a bit, see what that makes. Right, I've now thinned the bridge down a bit more. See what that sounds like. I'll just I think that seems clearer. I can certainly feel the body vibrating more in my hands than it did, you know, now that I thinned the bridge down. So I'll keep on with that and see what other improvements I can make. Here we are again. I've now trimmed, oops, get rid of that bow. I've now trimmed a bit more off the treble side, thinned it down, and I'm actually finding it's fascinating this with the bridge, because it's a bit like, I don't know how you describe it, like a bit like a filter. And when I put it on when it was thick, before I trimmed it down, obviously that nasally sound, and as you trim it down and down, the sound gets better. And I'm finding as well, I've taken more off the treble side to give it more of a treble-y sound. So I'll just try again, see if I can play a scale without apologies for offending your ears, but right, I'll have a go at my song again. So I hope that's an improvement and it wasn't too offensive to your ears, but as I say, I'm still learning to play it. And yeah, so I might just tweak this a little bit more, and then I'll get some polish on it. So yeah, I hoped you didn't find that too bad. So right, I've now moved the sound post. I had a little light, little mirror. I looked inside. I'd marked the underside where the sound post should be, and I'd also marked the belly. I looked at the mirror. The sound post wanted to come over that way a bit, so I've moved that. So I think it's made a difference, but you'll just have to see what it sounds like on camera. Although probably the sound's not as good anyway. I've noticed as well, I've just marked it, there's a little crack appearing. Yeah, I just put a little pencil mark, well you can't really tell, but in between that pencil mark and that pencil mark, the joints, ooh, ever so slightly. They're solid enough, but it's just, that's where the pressure of the sound post has just caused it. Anyway, I put those marks on there and then I can check it morning, but I'll, that's it for tonight now. So it's, what time it is in here? It's Thursday night in England at 5 to 8, Thursday night in England. So I'll leave that now and see what it's like it morning. So that's enough for tonight. I shall go in now and put my feet up and have a cup of tea and watch telly or whatever. Rightio, I shall be back in the morning.